Okay, so let's get started formally. Good morning. My name is Ron Danielson, and as it says here, I was formerly the Chief Information Officer and Vice Provost at Santa Clara University. I decided to return to roots and go back to being a full-time faculty member again, which I will actually start in mid-September. And I'm kind of terrified about being a professor again after 15 years of being an administrator. First of all, they don't let me go to department meetings because I'm one of those bad guys on the other side. And secondly, I'm told that students have changed a lot in 15 years, and it will be educational and eye-opening for me to be a faculty member. The idea behind these conversation sessions is to allow people to meet other people who have similar kinds of interests and to let you have discussions among yourselves. Just throw some ideas out and so on. And as you can see on the slide, these are the topics for the connectors session. Online, blended, and hybrid learning. I need to teach people about the appropriate use of semicolons in order to be able to separate topics. Open educational resources, assessment, personalized learning, pedagogy, curriculum design, and the last one should be engaged learning. What I had intended to do was create 7 different groups by pointing to different parts of the room and say, this topic is over there and that topic is over there. But we've got about 15 people in the room this morning for 7 topics, so that makes for some pretty small conversation groups if we're actually doing this. So we'll get down a little further and decide what we're going to do with the rest of our time this morning. So the idea is not just to get these groups started this morning, but rather to provide an introduction to people and hope that you can stay in touch with one another throughout the year using the LinkedIn group. And so you are invited to join the LinkedIn group, as you can see on the slide, to find a place to interact with people who have like interests. And I'll put this slide back up when we're done. And also, to add to your collection, we have ribbons to indicate that you're a connector, which you can put on the bottom of your badge to add to all of the ribbons that are already there. I feel a little bit like being back in the Army, but that's okay. So if you'd like a ribbon, I'll pass all of these around to everybody once we get the discussions going, and you can add it to the stack that you already have on your badges. And that was the end of the slideshow. So let's go back up here to these groups. I'm trying to be flexible about this. Would it make sense to maybe choose a couple of these topics that people have some interest in and just divide the room into 2 pieces and let the groups get together and get involved with one another? All right, so let's try this. How many people have an interest in online, blended, and hybrid learning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about half the group, okay? How about open educational resources? That's 3. Assessment? That's 4. Personalized learning? That's 1, 2. Pedagogy? That's 3. Curriculum design? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And engaged learning. Who doesn't have an interest in engaged learning? Come on. So it looks like online, blended, and hybrid learning is a topic with the most people interested in it, and curriculum design is something that, or was it pedagogy? Did I skip curriculum design? Sorry, it's an early morning for me too. How many people are interested in curriculum design? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so online blended and hybrid learning and curriculum design seem to be the winners in terms of topics. And so let me arbitrarily say that the online blended hybrid people are going to be on the right side of the room from your direction, and the curriculum design people are going to be on the left side of the room from your direction. And I'd ask you to just sort of separate yourselves and introduce one another and just start talking about what's going on in your campuses, what you're interested in, and we'll go from there. And I'll wander around and pass out ribbons and do anything I can to facilitate this. There's water in the back of the room and there's coffee outside, so you don't have no excuse for falling asleep in the next 30 minutes. And let's all spread out and go. We've got about 3 minutes left in the session, so if you could wrap up the discussions. And for the anarchists on my right, if you could put the chairs back in order so we could be good citizens, that would be delightful. Thank you very much. Thank you, folks.